All right, what's up, y'all? I'm feeling very informal these days, and you know what's going on, y'all. I just wanted to go over my trades, man. I felt really bad today for trading after the stream and having such an awesome day after the stream, and it's just like, man, I felt like I shortchanged, the community. But I was intending to rush out of my office, and I after I got off the stream, I kind of it seemed like I had more time than I thought, and so I was sitting here, and then started seeing some opportunities, and man, what a day, man, what a day. So I've definitely noticed a correlation between my good days and my bad days, with the SPY going up and the SPY going down. Like literally, this whole sequence of candles right here is my P&L chart. Like literally, my P&L: green, red day, green day, red day, green day, red day, red day, red day, green day, green day. Like literally. So I'm literally 2 days green in a row now. Literally. So yeah, I mean the SPY opened up strong and then kind of teetered and consolidated, and then man, had quite the run. And I honestly, I left and came back and took a couple more trades because it was just like so hot, man. But let's see, where do I begin? I guess I just start at the top of the list. Um, so this Baba trade, honestly, I would say, I mean, this is definitely buying the dip, but if this didn't work, I would be like, bro, it's literally downtrending. It's below the 20 EMA. Why would you take that trade? Um, but at the same time, I also see why I took the trade. Just looking at this big leg up and this pullback, I mean, that's 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 a good enough pullback. The candles are getting narrow, more and more narrow. Got this super nice bottoming tail. We got this volume spike in, into the EMA, and then you come through, and then you get another one with a nice tail. I mean, I could see why I took it. Like it was, huh. And I think I remember watching the Spy too, and the Spy at the same time was giving me very bullish signals, and it just, it felt right. But unfortunately, I don't know how many R's I had right here, but I did not take anything out. Of course, at this point, I think I've been doing pretty good at taking half off at 2R. So I think it just did not get quite to 2R, and ended up stopping out. I added one more time as it tiptoed my stop right here, and then it cracked below. So I was down on Baba, and then I just started getting chopped up. Just started getting chopped up. Yeah. So I mean, what happened with this trade? Man, I didn't get anything out here. Hmm. I wonder if I risked here, or this might have been a 5-minute entry. Yeah, I think so. So I think I was risking that. Oh no, it's not that trade. That's later. Hmm. Anyway, um, yeah, so I guess I was just raising my stop up here, and it just happened to want to crack below down here, but got right back in and stopped out again. I think at this point I was not wanting to risk it anymore, which is stupid. Like both of these entries, I had a super tight stop. That was kind of ridiculous. Um, for sure with this entry, my stop would have been down here, but then I raised my stop. I guess under this level after this move up, and stopped out early. Like this was unnecessary, I feel like. So then I got back in with and still had a tight stop and stopped out high again without it making a lower low. And then again got in. I must have put my stop right under this red candle and stopped out. And it still did not make a lower low. Yeah, I was wilding. I was wilding. Man, what was I doing? I think I need to know the order of the trades. See, now it's like I take so many trades that it's sometimes it's hard to look back and think. I should have recorded myself. I think this might have been after I was up a good amount and I didn't want to give back any. And so I was like just waiting for the break, and if I saw it wasn't going, I was just like, all right, this ain't it. And so these were like super micro paper cuts, I imagine. But then it finally worked, I guess. Then we get a really nice higher high, higher low right here, and then I add, and bam, bam, bam. Oh man, yeah, this was like a 4R trade because I was down 3R, and then I finished up 1.5. Yeah, so that was a nice trade. And if I would have just backed up and just looked at what I was doing, like, come on, bro, like it's grinding up. Just let your stop lag a little bit, especially this time of day. This time of day for sure got to be playing, more on the 5 as far as stops and everything. But yeah, that's not even the fun story. Hood, I was undefeated on Hood, I think. She was straight came, saw, and conquered on Hood. Um, this was really nice. Um, takeable right here, honestly. But I like the confirmation. I'm totally cool with paying for confirmation. Um, so I get in here on the higher high, higher low, and take profit up here. I think I took most of it out. I think I was trying to take like 80% out, but I'm only having like 8 shares. So I think I sold 6, maybe had 2 or something like that. And man, I was like stressed out in here because I didn't want to give back my R, or whatever I was holding after, taking profit. But I didn't want to sell on this red because I like this is a lot of red. Like this is probably gonna bounce. And so, like at worst, if I'm not stopping out break even, then I'm stopping out under this low. But I was just like, we got the yesterday's high right here. So I went ahead and, let it. It was only, my last little piece of shares, so it wasn't that much risk. So I let it go, man. And it bounced. I almost wanted to add right there, but I didn't want to be too crazy. I didn't want to turn a winning trade into a bad trade. But let's see here. Is that all we did? Okay, yeah. So that was the end of that. So yeah, I really didn't get much out of that. I've really been considering like how often am I getting a lot more out of these trades by selling a portion at 2R and not just taking it all the way off. I guess we're gonna see. You know, that's actually pretty easy data to see with TraderSync, my journal. So that's definitely something to think about, because I mean, just after today, after 2 trades, I think I had like 1.5R or one, a little over 1R on 2 trades. And I was like, man, that could have been 4R altogether instead of it being like, less than 3R. But then, I get trades that, I hold and they go. And it's like, man, I'm glad I played it that way. Guess it's always going to be like that. All right, this is where it gets interesting again. So yeah, it comes down here again and basically retests yesterday's high, retakes the EMA, and I buy that higher high, higher low, which isn't much of a higher low, like super tight entry, man. Super tight entry right there. And it worked out really well. Really well. Super nice risk to reward on this trade. And man, I hate seeing that I stopped out right there at the end of this pullback. Um, if my stop's not gonna be tight, I don't want to stop out right there. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. This is a good problem to have, though. What to do with that last leg. After 2 take profits, but I stopped out there and then ended up getting right back in. And took profit quickly on this nice move up, man, on big volume. And did I hold some? Sure did. Sold a little bit more there, a little bit more there, and stopped out the rest there. I'm imagining. Man, that's a pretty awesome trade. 2 trades. So that's 3 for 3 on Hood. Did we get 8R on 3 trades? Is that all? Yeah, it looked like it's done after that. Did I read? No, I don't think I messed with Hood anymore. Hood was strong, man. Super strong. Alright, yeah, so we kicked butt on Hood for sure. Ion Q was really rangy. I'm really happy to not see any executions in this mess. There were some really clear strong stocks though, so there was no reason at all to be caught. Oh man, what is this junk? Where's my green trade? How about I made money? Oh, okay, I guess this thing. That's wild. Yeah, I was wilding into the close, bro. You know what was happening? I think Ion Q and PLTR. Was I red Ion Q? I had to have been red Ion Q. I don't understand what would make me trade it and if I didn't have any executions up here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is wild. This is below the EMA and everything. I was pretty desperate at this point, actually. I think what happened was I had gotten up to 21R and realized, and I started feeling like I was playing with house money. I think that's my mentality kind of changed. And then the market kind of was started to cool off because it had run quite a bit. And I wasn't vigilant enough to realize, like after my first stop out, I should have, because I was hitting like trades in a row. Like my accuracy was crazy today. And after my first or second stop out, that should have been clear enough sign. Like, yep, the market's turning. Let's tighten up our stops and shut her down. And I had 21R realized, man. And I just couldn't leave well enough alone, man. What happened was I was still red. I was green every ticker that I traded today, except for PLTR. And I was like, man, I want it back. And it was over, man. Look how long this thing had been moving up. Like, bro, you don't mess with that right there. Like, come on. Come on, bro. And after my first loss, And it's crazy because after this first entry right here, bro, I was up. I was up over 2R up here. I was up over 2R, man. I could have took it off and been green on the ticker, and we could have called it a day, man. Didn't do it. Stopped break even, which I was grateful for. Like, all right, man, I almost messed that up. And then it did a higher low, and I got back in, and then I took a loss, and that jacked me up. I think that dropped me under 21. I think I was like 19.9 R, and I was like, oh man, I got to have the 20, and just straight crashed out all the way down to 16. That was crazy. That was crazy. That brings back my memories of my no triple dipping rule. Um, which is hard to say because can make it back. I don't need to make a rule. I just, I mean, obviously this was way too high to be thinking of trying more longs. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Even, I mean, this run up is ridiculous. So buying it at the top is like, come on, bro. But I was like, well, we just broke over, the previous day high. But all into this price action. I'm looking at pre-market high and high of days targets and stuff. Like wilding, man. Wilding. But oh yeah, let's check out OKLO. This was pretty sweet at the opening here. Nice little break over pre-market high. Took this first pullback. Bam. Stop under the low. Move up. Higher low right off pre-market high. Like this nice volume right here. Added. And then boom, boom. Took out a nice piece there. Which I see like I should just take it all out. Just take it all out. Just get your 2R. And then reassess. But then I feel like I might have a lot of FOMO too. But I don't know if it comes all the way back in like that. Like it's done. It's done. Yeah, but what an amazing day, man. It was crazy. Like I just felt like I couldn't miss like everything I was touching. I was focusing on the things that were working. I was just literally focusing on Hood and OKLO. Baba was really good, and just stayed on those. It wasn't until I went to go mess with PLTR that my day started to go bad. I was red QBTS. Bought this super higher low up here. I'm not too mad about it, but it would have been nicer to get there. Yeah, it just wasn't that great. It was just choppy. It just didn't work. It'd be like that sometimes. What else did we do? Oh yeah, this was crazy. Looked like this was a break-even trade here. Just didn't want to go. But that's all right. We caught it later. It started to get pretty clear that quantum was bubbling. And once we got this high over that, I was like, all right, let's see if we can get a nice little pullback. Pulled back to the EMA right here, and the rest is history. Now, see, this is a time where I'm grateful that I didn't sell it all, and I mean, this was actually a pretty crazy trade. Yeah, I ate on that for sure. Yeah, this buyback in was ridiculous. Come on, bro. When I bought this, I was like, really? We buying under the, like, that's not how we didn't get to 20R buying underneath the 20 EMA. Like, what are we expecting to get from this? It was crazy. I don't know if it was mental fatigue or something, but it was time to step away because my decision making just got crappy. But I guess you have to have in order to get days like this, you have to have, some part in you that's a little reckless, I guess, and willing to push it. And, you know, when the SPY is pumping after it's been going down so much, it's hard. How do you not push it? You know? Um, but we had 9R Friday, 16R today. Could have been 21R, but I ain't gonna say that. If it was meant to be 21R, it would have been 21R. But all right, platform telling me that this video is over. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with y'all. Tomorrow I'm gonna trade until 11 Eastern, so right till lunchtime. That's gonna be my trade window, and I'll just be happy with that. I think that's a good idea moving forward. That's enough of a trade window, I think, to if the market's going down, and it'll probably bounce by then and give me a trade or two, if it was a tough morning. But yeah. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.